With all the planets and gas giants on the same side of the sun, although Mercury has now come to this side, Mars over here, we have been on the lookout for more earthquakes and volcanoes. And then with the atmospheric river and major bomb cyclone hitting the west coast, I was like, yo, y'all be on the lookout for like a 5.0 earthquake or bigger to hit the west coast around the same time, because that's how it usually happens in my opinion. Well, we had a 4.9, 4.7 earthquake hit in California a little while ago, and then yesterday we had a 4.9 over here in Oregon. So yeah, there's a lot happening. Also, this week is going to be rammed up and jacked up with severe weather. Here's today's severe weather watch area. Tomorrow's severe weather watch area is dangerous and gross with the dog dork inside of a banana, inside of a non-ripe banana, inside of a green gelatinous cube. Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, or is that Nebraska? Anyway, you guys better be watching out. And then, hey, I'll be in the danger zone the day after tomorrow, as with Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. It's a lot of severe weather to watch out for in a 3 or 4 day period, plus the bombogenesis that's coming. I said, yo, it's a wild world after all. It's a wild world after all. It's a wild, wild world. Here we are looking at the GFS model run just to kind of get an idea of what the nor'easter that's coming. Ooh, that looks nasty. November, woo! November's going to be crazy too. All right, there it is. See it? Okay, so we're watching, which would be a Category 1, Category 2, hurricane strength nor'easter. Then on the 27th and 26th, it'll be doing this crazy thing just off the coast, bringing part of its wind and tails into the New England area. We're watching how far it goes back. Like here, it has the outer edges of it touching into New England. It's definitely going to bring a lot of rain and a lot of windy conditions to areas. This is definitely something we were watching out for the next few days. This will be on the 26th, 27th. So yeah, we got wildness ahead, man. So yes, if you're in the Northeast, raindrops will be falling on your head, unless you're inside or you've got an umbrella. But, you know, we're talking anywhere from 5 to 7 inches, and I would guess some areas will get over 10 inches. So be on the lookout and be ready. And there's this scared straight storm, where it's just a giant straight corridor coming up behind the big nor'easter. And then you've got very wintry conditions up in the Pacific Northwest as the big, this is actually the bombogenesis storm over the area. So that is why, as I said, usually a big storm like that continues to be a big bad storm as it moves over land and then out to sea. So this is definitely going to be a very, very wild week. On a lot of levels. Speaking of that, the roller coaster that is THORnews continues. I've only got $293 left to raise for my October fundraiser with 5 days left in the month. Super duper shout out to Asteroid Fight Club and Barbara. Hey, if you'd like to help me get to the goal, snail mail, PayPal, Venmo, CashApp, Patron. All right. Sounds great. Thank you, Barbara and Asteroid Fight Club. Y'all are awesome. Once again, the sun has been getting super crazy with the Cheese Whiz and getting super duper duper active, in my opinion. We've got 3 sunspots that are facing Earth right now, with more to come, and a backside sunspot that has been shooting out solar tongues and popping off C-class flares, solar flares. So that is interesting. The sun has been, trying to like get strength, and then it'll go down again, and then it'll pop up to like 5 or 6 sunspots, and then it'll die down again as we head towards a solar maximum that will probably take place in 2024 or 2025. So we still got a couple years to watch the sun wake up, but it has been waking up faster and stronger than 99% of the people on Earth predicted. Although technically, like 99% of people don't really pay attention to solar weather, but you know what I'm kind of saying. But yeah, check that out, man. That is another sunspot on the backside that looks like it's definitely going to be active. You've got 3 sunspots down here. But this is the big one that is like, whoa, Nelly, you are freaking out, going crazy. Put that canned cheese whiz down before you get somebody hurt. I don't know, maybe they're lactose intolerant. I don't even know. Imagine if the sun was a chef. I bet it could make great food. What is he talking about? You see that 3 sunspots, bing, bang, boom, and then the one that is really active is over there. It's not even visual yet. Far side solar flare, a far side sunspot erupted. It has produced at least 2 solar flares as far as I know. Comet 29P erupts again. That's what she said. My favorite, that's what she said jokes are the ones that don't make any sense. Okay. The British Astronomical Association is reporting another strong outburst from Comet 29P Schwarzmann-Wachmann. The volcanic comet suddenly brightened tenfold on October 23rd when a sunlit vent opened, spewing cryomagma into space. They're calling it the Volcano Comet because volcanoes are very popular these days. You know, there's definitely a lot of volcano activity, not only on our planet, but across the solar system. Comet 29P is one of the strangest objects in the solar system. In fact, it strains the definition of comet. 29P is a ball of ice, 60 kilometers wide, much larger than a typical comet, trapped in a planet-like orbit between Jupiter and Saturn, as not a threat to us. It appears to be festooned with ice volcanoes, which erupt 20 times a year. Such a crazy notion. A rapid super eruption of 4 volcanoes in late September created an expanding shell of vaporized cryomagma, which astronomers have been monitoring. Yesterday's eruption propelled a new compact shell into the old larger one. Oh, that's what she said? Oh, no. Here we go. Yep, it's expanding, dude. And then we got Leonard the Comet that's coming around in December. So maybe the holiday season is going to be filled with romantic comety. Get it? Comet T. All right, whatever. 29P rotates once every 58 days, like all of us. Now, whatever. My joke telling Billy try and come back. As sunlight sweeps across its frozen surface, cryovolcanoes erupt under the high sun. The latest eruption has taken place some 59 days after a similar event on August 25th and may be an example of an outburst from a same cryovolcano erupting a second time on the next rotation of the nucleus. So yeah, definitely interesting times ahead. Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sunspots. And then a 6th one coming, dude. So yeah, the sun is super duper active. Man, whoever's telling you, I mean, you know, crazy days, man. Crazy days. Potential sunspot located just behind the northeast limb has been putting on a show with a series of explosions during the past several hours. The GOES 16 X-ray data has come alive with a number of C-class flares, including a C85 and a C44. The source will turn into view on Tuesday. It is Monday, so it is exciting stuff. So you got like 5 or 6 sunspots, so clearly there's not grand minimal activity. There's a lot of activity happening, and it was 88 degrees again here in Houston, so it's pretty dang hot for the end of October. That's all I'm saying. Is it May or is it October? Yeah, the nor'easter ingredients are coming, you know? And remember like a year or 2 ago when I said they're going to come out with like Fox News weather? And then they did. Man, I was a genius, predicted that shit way ahead of time. What was crazy is they came out with it today, and then the top of the charts, number 1 was Fox, ahead of everybody else. And so it's just, I like, you know, Cranky Weather Guy's gone. It's just weird how they politicized, and weather became like a giant freaking gang brawl fight. But Asteroid Fight Club's still hanging around. Remember, we believe that like it's a little bit of both, and there's like a McDLT where the hot side is hot and the cold side is cold, and they bounce around like lava lamp bulbs, you know? Plus, we're all human beings, so nobody has all the freaking answers, especially when it comes to the sun and all the weather. So we should be trying to learn more instead of arguing to everybody about absolutes all the time. Plus, oil companies are really stubborn, man. Everybody needs to get their sense of humor back and relearn how to have a good time together or whatever. But isn't it crazy how Elon Musk went from like having $25 billion at the end of 2020, and then it shot up to $252 billion during the plague. But I don't know, all the weird YouTube conspiracy theories are always about other people. I'm not saying you should have a weird conspiracy theory about him, but definitely he seemed to profit more than anyone from a plague that misinformation tried to convince everybody wasn't even real. Wow, what a weird world we live in. I'm going to try and wrap this up. Maybe I'll do one late night later. But yeah, man, seriously, if you watched over 100 THORnews episodes and have never contributed, now would be a super duper great time. I've given you guys my all as Planetary Defense Commander for over 7.5 years. The last 2 years have been crazy, and clearly you guys can see now that there have been controlled opposition groups that are trying to exert their dominance. So it is, I'm so grateful to Asteroid Fight Club that I'm still here, grateful to God, my personal Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and then just all the cool people on the planet, man. And yeah, it's going to be a crazy, crazy November, and it's going to be a crazy, crazy December, but I'm under this crazy notion that spring 2022 is going to be really good. So I'd like to hang on and make it till then, and hopefully you can too. All right, everybody stay cool. I will talk to y'all in the very near future. God bless everyone. Oh yeah, but you guys know how to contribute or donate if you want to. Only $293 left to raise and hit for October. Thank you again, Barbara and Astro Fight Club.